This is how things are going to happen for you, my gorgeous Pisces. And right from the beginning of December 2023, do you know, when it comes to numerology, I mean, your number is 1111. This is crazy, but really, really good, which means, and it's indicating the fact clearly that from the very 1st of December, something really, really incredible is going to start coming into your life. When I say something incredible is going to start coming into your life, let me tell you something, that you, my gorgeous Piscelini, are going to be able to notice that the energy is completely different. Very strong energy, very powerful energy, which is going to reflect on you being as creative as never before. And now that creativity is going to play a really important role when it comes to your mind and when it comes to the way you're going to be thinking as well. Number 1111 in numerology also means that the whole month it's going to be completely different. I mean, completely different to what you can possibly imagine this month to be. And I mean that in a good way. So how is this going to start? Where from the very 1st of December, something is going to happen, which is really going to surprise you. My gorgeous Piscelini, something is going to happen on the very 1st of December. And not only something incredible is going to happen, but you're going to realize that you are facing some very, very, very delicious and rather interesting possibilities. These possibilities which you're gonna be facing are gonna be an incredible bridge in between now and in between you achieving something absolutely great. In fact, one of the greatest things of your life, because at the same time, a big wish and a big dream, it's also slowly but surely going to start becoming your reality. Oh my God, my gorgeous Piscelina, I'm talking from the very 1st of December. Do not ignore these possibilities which are gonna be so obvious. Like, oh my God, these possibilities are gonna be obvious, trust me. And you know what? To be quite honest with you, even if you ignore these possibilities, they are gonna be keep on repeating throughout the months of December and even January 2024. Until you notice them. Why? Because they are part of who you are. They are part of your life. They are part of your spiritual journey. They are part of your destiny. Grab your opportunity, my gorgeous Piscelini, while you can. And I shouldn't really say while you can, because this is karmically connected to you. It's connected to your destiny. It's gonna be like really keep on repeating, as I said, like until you notice this. But you're just going to unnecessarily prolong something that you are meant to be doing, something that you are meant to be focusing on. This in itself is going to change your life greatly in the best possible way. So you must not ignore these possibilities that you are going to become aware of. Let me tell you that, you know, it's not only about the 1st of December, but by the time you get to the 3rd of December, already there is something so interesting which you are going to discover. On one hand, discover on the outside, but then on another hand, this is going to lead towards the further discovery towards what you actually exactly want your life to be. Okay, on one hand, you're going to discover what's missing in your life, but on another hand, it's all going to start making sense with these interesting options that you are going to become aware of on the very 1st of December 2023. This is going to be brilliant. And what are you going to discover? It's gonna be like, honestly, by the 3rd of December, on the 3rd of December, you're going to discover like something so interesting, which you are gonna feel such a powerful connection to. And then you're gonna realize the really strong connection to the very 1st of December when it comes to these possibilities, and everything is gonna become obvious to you purely because, like, not only you're gonna feel so excited, not only this is gonna be a confirmation, but it's worth to mention that what you're going to discover on the 3rd of December, it's not going to be obvious to start with that it has got a connection with the 1st of December, these possibilities. But you will, you know, it's going to take like a little while until you realize this. You will see, because you're going to go into this deep thinking mode, and then you will see everything is going to start making sense. On the 3rd of December, something absolutely mind-blowing and ludicrous is going to happen by the end of that day. You're going to realize that you are about to walk into one of the most interesting stages of your life, because all this is happening completely unexpectedly, completely unexpectedly. You know, the level of optimism you're gonna have, the level of excitement you're going to feel, especially on the 3rd of December, it's gonna be crazy, because you will know at this moment in time that you are about to have some kind of adventure. Like your life, it's about to become an adventure, and you are on the very 3rd of December. On the 3rd of December, you need to understand that the new door are about to open. This new door that are about to open are also going to require from you to set the boundaries, set the clear boundaries with a certain people and the certain things in your life. And now this is the time when you're really going to need to be honest with you, especially when it comes to like the 4th of December, for example, because someone is going to be winding you up, someone is going to be irritating you, but you need to be honest with your response, not to be rude, not to scream, you know, no baby, no, but just to be completely honest. And then and there, something really is going to happen, something very unusual, especially when it comes to the person whom you are going to have this disagreement with. It's not about what they're gonna do, it's not about what they're gonna say, no baby, no, but it's about you discovering like something very, very specific about yourself. You're gonna realize that like how super intelligent you are. And I'm not saying that you didn't realize that you weren't intelligent before, but you're gonna realize where your little secret power is. And that little secret power, my gorgeous Pisces, you have to take on the next level. You need to consider this really seriously. And this is something quite unusual and very interesting, you know, but then at the same time, this in itself is gonna make you aware of the whole new world of possibilities you didn't even know existed, you know, and you had this all along within you, but only now, my gorgeous Pisces, this is about to come to the surface and say, hello baby, mwah, and you're gonna kiss it back. No, absolutely brilliant, my gorgeous Pisces, and I really, really hope that you are indeed going to take this seriously. My goodness, just these numbers 1111, this is absolutely crazy. And it also means that at around the mid-December, you're gonna have such a mind-blowing spiritual experience, which is gonna be completely out of this world. But this spiritual experience is gonna yet make you aware of the different worlds, about the different dimensions. And the spiritual experience is also very, very important for you to understand that now in terms of spirituality, this is also going to show you the way to go. And the spirituality, when it comes to us, it's ever so important. It's the part of who we are. And the more we kind of take our own spirituality like seriously, the better life becomes, the greater life becomes. So please, you also kind of need to take this kind of very seriously as well, this unusual spiritual experience which you are going to have. It's not as such about the this particular experience. It's more about you kind of, something is going to happen and you will know, oh my God, like there are different dimensions, there are like some kind of spirits about and things like that. This is going to be like a really unique little experience, but it's more about, and this is going to shock you, this is going to surprise you. Oh my God, something is going to be very prominent. Maybe something is just going to fall off the table. But it's not about that experience. This is like your time span. This is like your sign that very soon after that moment in time, my gorgeous Pisces, you are going to have this realization that there is something spiritual that you want to try, you want to do. Perhaps to reconnect with the same people who think like you. Or perhaps you will want to try something new. you. But this is again a very strong part of your existence, and you need to understand that this is also kind of going to lead towards you reconnecting with yourself by really kind of finding the missing part of you. One thing is going to lead towards another, but it's all going to be kind of like a building. It's all going to help you to it's all going to go towards your own kind of experience on this earth. This is important. You'll go like kind of into this like really deep and spiritual mode, but it's ever so needed when it comes to reflecting on things around you in the right way. This is going to allow you to release things that no longer serve you, but it's also going to allow you to like really kind of, as I said before, to really get closer to yourself, to reconnect with yourself. This is so important indeed. And also, my gorgeous Piscelini, what else I was going to say, the basically now I didn't even where did I go with this reading? This reading just pulled me in like a big mama, and I'm just still pulled in, and the big mama is not going to let me go. No, do you know what I mean? No. What else I was going to say, my gorgeous Piscelini? Do you know, when it comes to the actual nutrition, health and things like that, it's so interesting to how many people I have seen when it comes to December, the problem with the spine and the problem with this neck area here. So maybe it's a lot to do with like people using their gadgets constantly and things like that. People are like this nowadays, sadly. So please just pay attention to your spine. Make sure you sit in the correct way, because your spine is something which is showing as like a really kind of sensitive area when it comes to December. So make sure that you're sitting in the correct way. Keep on reminding yourself, not only when it comes to your spine, but also when it comes to your neck, for example. Try to strengthen your neck somehow, and try to not only sit in the correct way, but try to kind of sleep in the correct way as well, my gorgeous Piscelini. So you just need to think about your posture. And also, on another note, you also need to kind of pay attention to your sensitive bones in general. I highly recommend you to get a natural form of vitamin D3 supplement alongside with K2, which is going to help with absorption, and also calcium and magnesium supplements are ever so important when it comes to your sensitive bones. And also on top of that, you would need something like organic, you would need something like a fish oils, natural fish oil supplement, which is going to help you to keep your joints moist. But also, if you don't want to take a natural fish oil supplement for whichever reason, if you're vegan or whatever, then I would highly suggest you to get something like organic flaxseed oil, which is like a plant version of a fish oil, which is going to provide you with like with omega-3 essential fatty acids, and this powerful oil, which is going to boost your immune system on one hand, but then on another hand, it's going to be brilliant for your bones, and it's going to keep your joints moist as well. Ever so important, my gorgeous Piscelini. And also, if you're on any other medications, if you are pregnant, or if you are breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor or GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. Now I'm moving on to the next date. Now the next day is going to be on the 5th of December. On the 5th of December, pam, 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 the time of the big mama, the time of a big contemplation. What is this big contemplation going to be on the 5th of December, my gorgeous Piscelini, 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 Piscelini. I'm having a great time, my gorgeous Piscelini. So what is this big contemplation which you are going to have on the 5th of December. This big contemplation is going to be absolutely massive, and this big contemplation is going to be whether you should start a new project, some kind of a new project or not, whether you should start some kind of a new project or not. And this in itself is really kind of to do with something that inspired you not that long ago, something that inspired you not that long ago. I'm not really surprised that this is happening within the months of December 2023 whatsoever. You are very, very lucky, my gorgeous Piscelini, because to have all these things happening right at the end of the year, in the last months of this year, it's fantastic, because you are going with this very powerful energy and very powerful flow, and just let yourself go and just see where this is going to take you. It's happening at the right time, and all this is going to take place completely unexpectedly, which is even better because you respond in a completely different way, much better way than when you respond when you're like overthinking about something persistently, which then you find yourself in a rather dangerous waters when we are overthinking. So my point is, on the 5th of December, when it comes to this big contemplation that you are going to have, when it comes to that new project that you're going to be thinking about, and this is to do with something that inspired you not that long ago. Just stay with me, my gorgeous Pisceline, and that in itself, it's going to put you in a mode like, oh my God, I want to do this. You're going to have this urge to create. You're going to have this willpower. You're going to have the desire. You're going to feel very powerful. It's a lot to do with this potential and the new beginnings and the growth in your life. So, and on top of all that, this new project, it's going to be so important. You know why? It's not only going to kind of be brilliant when it comes to you doing something really good that you're going to enjoy, but this is also going to be really beneficial when it comes to you saving money as well. But it's going to lead towards you understanding that now, you know, on one hand, you need to ignore fear of change. All right, because you're stronger than that, you're very powerful. You need to ignore the fear of change, but you also need to understand that you're gonna need to try something one more time. And what are you gonna kind of, you know, what are you gonna? You're gonna need to understand that this is what you need to pay attention to. That you're gonna need to try something one more time. Just remember this. This is gonna become absolutely obvious right now. And the difference is now that you are thirsty for knowledge. Before, you weren't thirsty for knowledge. Just don't forget that, because you being thirsty for knowledge, and which kind of knowledge you're thirsty for, this is also going to provide you with a way to follow. This is going to be your key. This is going to be the key, your spiritual key indeed. And this is where lots of answers are going to be for you at a time where you still may feel a tiny little bit uncertain indeed. So now, my gorgeous Piscelini, I'm just going to show you what I would recommend you. It's absolutely stunning and beautiful blue tiger's eye. This baby is back again, very, very popular, and I'm not surprised about it whatsoever, because it just adds that touch into our life that we ever so need when it comes to us reconnecting with ourselves in such a way where this actually really activates your pineal gland, your third psychic eye. It like really activates it, and also at the same time, in return, you understand so much more about your own spirituality, about yourself, about your intuition. There is so much that starts making sense in our lives that didn't make sense when we have this powerful crystal which helps us with our own alignment like nothing ever before. Literally, blue tiger's eye is ever so powerful when it comes to activating our third psychic eye, our pineal gland, which is one of the most powerful parts of our body, because it kind of, it's who we are, and it allows us to go as far as we possibly can in this world, but it needs to be open, you see. And there are lots of things that are happening that are affecting our pineal gland. Lots of things are done that are affecting our pineal gland in order to kind of not being as open as it should be. So this is why blue tiger's eye is ever so important. And also, on another hand, it brings success. That particular counterbalance into your life as well. And also it's fantastic when it comes to protecting yourselves against evil eye. Indeed, that can be done to you intentionally or unintentionally. And so this gorgeous blue tiger's eye, my gorgeous Pisces, I highly recommend you to get and wear. And this comes with a gorgeous sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this, it's like here in the corner up here. Pisces, or it's going to be the link is going to be within the description below as well. The next important date, my gorgeous Pisces, is going to be on the 18th of December. On the 18th of December, you know, it's to do with you becoming aware of like maybe some kind of a financial loss here. It's not only about the financial loss, but it's going to be some kind of betrayal connected. Oh, you have grown. Yeah, it's going to be some kind of a betrayal connected to this financial loss here as well. Some kind of deception. And you're going to realize that some kind of a bastard here got away with something that they should never get away in the first place. But then again, at least this is going to help you to recognize, you know, something that you didn't recognize before. So you're going to kind of be in this mode where you're going to pause a little bit, but then again at the same time this is needed, because this little pause mode that you are going to be in just for a day or two is going to allow you to let go of things, because this is going to kind of also help you to see the new perspective here. This is actually going to be beneficial for you because it's going to enlighten you, where you're going to start seeing things in a completely different light than before. This in itself is bringing a really deep insight into your life, especially when it comes to the fact, what do you need to sacrifice? What do you need to sacrifice in order to move on? What do you need to release in order to allow the change to enter your life? Listen to me very carefully. Not only this is the beginning of a very important personal transformation, because emotionally something was like really affecting you here for quite a while. Do you know what I mean? It's not only about that, but it's also about the fact that this is bringing an inner harmony into your life, and in as little as 3 weeks time after this moment in time, you are gonna have a really beautiful beautiful reason to actually literally have a party to celebrate. So what this reason is going to be, wait and see. It's all going to start here, my gorgeous Pisces. Indeed. The next important date, it's going to happen on the 23rd of December. On the 23rd of December, oh my God, you know what? You're going to be so happy. Can you hear this? The police like constantly out there, like, what's happening out there? What's happening out there? Yeah, so what did I say now? Yeah, the 23rd. What did I say? Where was I? No, just joking. 23rd of December, you're gonna feel so happy. I'm so happy for you, because you're gonna feel so happy. Because why are you gonna feel so happy? Why are you gonna feel so optimistic? Why are you gonna feel so excited? Why are you gonna feel so elevated? Because you are going to learn something really, really special here. You're gonna learn something so significant, so special, and you will know that this is going to bring one of the biggest turning points of your life. And it's about you learning and knowing how to implement something on one hand, but on another note, you will learn how to find out. This is about implementing something. This is about you. It's about like a specific burden, specific problem, horrible problem. So this is why you're gonna feel so happy, because you are going to learn how to implement something, or how to deal with what to do with a specific problem that you've had for so long, and it became a burden, and you just did not even know what to do with it. And now this is why this is going to be so important, because on one hand, a really big wish, it's going to come through with this, and then on another hand, this is really going to again reflect on your emotional stability. So after this moment in time, you will be able to focus on other things. You're going to realize how much this problem was really affecting you, much more than you could have possibly imagined. And that in itself is going to become evident in between the 23rd 23rd of December and the end of that month, because all the sorts of ideas which you are going to have, this is gonna create a moment where you're gonna set yourself free, and you're gonna become like a free spirit. And this is why you're just gonna be like a bouncing from one side onto another. So many ideas, so many realizations, so much is gonna inspire you. But it's all happening for a reason. So do not ignore anything that inspires you in between the 23rd and the end of that month, in between the 23rd of December and the end of that month indeed. Another thing I was going to recommend you would be absolutely stunning, gorgeous and very, very powerful smoky quartz. Look how unusual it is, but absolutely love it. You can literally see the actual power within. You can see the power, you can see the energy. And you know why smoky quartz is so powerful? Because when you visit certain places, certain buildings, certain houses, maybe it's the place of work, certain places that are absolutely filled with negative energy for whichever reason, it does affect us a lot. Even if we spend only 5 minutes within the space in an area which is filled and riddled with negative energy, it does suck us dry in terms of negative energy indeed. So smoky quartz is ever so powerful to protect you against this type of negative energy that very often people don't even think about how much it's actually affecting us. So anything that goes towards you in terms of negative energy, because you're wearing a smoky quartz, it just really sends it all away from you into the ground. Don't worry, you're not sending negative energy into the ground. It goes into the ground, and then it just literally naturally throughout this spiritual process it just disappears. Literally it goes into something else. It's just a kind of like a, it just becomes something. It doesn't disappear, but it just really becomes something else. So this is what am I trying to say here. So please, for the love of God, get your smoky quartz, my gorgeous Pisces, and wear this every single time when you are doing something that makes you feel negative, scared, or if you are visiting the certain places and areas where you feel really negative. And it does really help you also with your own outlook on things at that time. Kind of these things and energies don't affect you as much as they normally would, especially when it comes to your normal thinking process. This gorgeous smoky quartz comes with sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is up here in the corner, or you can just see within the description below. The next important date, my gorgeous Pisces, it's going to be like on the very much so on the 30th of December. Now on the 30th of December, it's like, oh my goodness, this is absolutely beautiful. Here it's like basically, you see, what you're gonna realize here, what you're gonna see, it's like also going to again make you feel so good about yourself, about your life. Something is really kind of gonna inspire you again. The 30th of December, it's again bringing you a beautiful inspiration, a beautiful moment where something is going to inspire you. But now at this moment in time, this is more about you being inspired by something, but that it's really gonna surprise you. This is really gonna surprise you, what you're going to find out, what you're gonna see, what you're gonna realize, what you're gonna come across. But the bottom line is that this is going to inspire you, because they are gonna be absolutely, it's connected to limitless potential, literally. And on top of that, this is something which is gonna make you feel so excited to even think about it, because there is something really, really specific that you always wanted to do, you always wanted to explore, and now it's here. It's waving at me, and I'm waving at it back. Honestly, this is brilliant. So this in itself, it's going to give you a new idea. And this new idea that you are going to have, this is to do with your breakthrough, my gorgeous Pisces. This is to do with you doing something really wise. This is to do with you understanding and clearly realizing that you are being really, really sharp when it comes to your mind, And this is also going to create a wonderful moment of alignment where you are going to have an important idea Important idea. This idea is something that you really definitely need to take on board, and again put this as one of the main priorities in your life, because there is so much more to it. There is a lot to it already, but you will see what, like, oh my god, what a change into your life this is actually going to bring. So now, my gorgeous Piscelini, I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you in relationship. Now, you really need to be honest with yourselves, both of you, because some kind of an old plan or something that you wanted to do, something that you were working on before, both of you, but then again, it just didn't work out for both of you. You need to understand, karmically has come to an end. I'm not saying that your relationship has come to an end. I'm saying that something that you were working on before for a while now, maybe for even a really long time, something that you were both so passionate about, is just kind of going to take a different turn. And you're going to realize that that now becomes more than a torture to both of you rather than anything else. So it's about trying to establish and identify what this is and move on from it almost immediately, because karmically that has come to an end. And now that's why you've been finding this challenging, both of you, to kind of like get hold of it and work on it, for example. So this is so important for you to understand that now that has come to an end. And as soon as you established what this is, both of you are going to decide to move on. And it's important for you to acknowledge this, because only like about 14 days, only like about 14 days later, there is going to be a wonderful news which you're both going to have, which is going to seem like a complete miracle. Something new is going to come through, something new is going to come forward, very similar to what you were doing before, but the difference is it's coming with a new energy, which is also going to make an impact on both of your life in itself, especially when it comes to you taking this really seriously and just kind of jumping into it as soon as you possibly can. You see what I mean? When one door closes, another door is about to open. Absolutely fantastic. And also, when it comes to those of you who are single and ready to Mr. Lover. No, do you know what? When it comes to those of you who are single and ready to mingle, do you know, this is very, very interesting months. Not only you're going to be really intuitive when it comes to all these things I've said, but you're also going to have this moment in December. Something is going to come to you so intuitively. You want to go somewhere, you want to do something, you want to try something, you want to go out there, you want to reconnect with people. Maybe you will not want to go out there, but maybe you will just feel like you want to reconnect with a certain people. Okay? Or you will feel like you want to go somewhere. It's going to come to you completely intuitively. So my point is that at some point in December, you're going to have this very, very intuitive message. And this is to do with your emotions. This is to do with your love. But before that message, you're going to realize how much are you missing maybe certain things in your life. You're going to realize how much you're missing like a certain things in your life, my gorgeous Piscelini. And then that already is going to make you aware of like how ready you are for something, how ready you are to let somebody new into your life. Perhaps you weren't ready before. And this is where things are going to start for you, because then you're going to go into things deeper and deeper. And then this is why you're going to have this intuitive message where you're going to realize that you want to go somewhere or do something. Whether this is like you going to the certain place or whether this is you doing a certain thing, but this is a lot to do with your emotions, your love life and things like that. You can have a message like you want to go somewhere or do something. You really have to follow that message. Or realization, an idea to go somewhere and do something, because you need to follow yourself at this moment in time, because you're going to be really powerful when it comes to your intuition. And this is going to be crazy, because when you go there, there is someone really amazing that you're actually going to come across, that you're actually going to meet. like really amazing, like somebody really amazing. And with this one, it's gonna take slightly longer, but to kind of like get to the point, you know. But then again, like you will see, as soon as you come across that person, you're already gonna start feeling different. You're already gonna start feeling brilliant. You're already gonna start feeling so excited, and you're not gonna be able to stop thinking about that person. But you're gonna love these cheeky new feelings. I strongly suggest you to keep following this, because this is gonna be connected to somebody very, very special who is gonna bring a wonderful change and difference into your life. Okay, and you're also gonna be you're gonna be playing also ridiculously important role in that person's life as well. It looks like you've been waiting for this person for a long time, and this person is about to come. Okay, my gorgeous Piscelini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.